They've been on a drought.
Hi, everyone. Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com and PickDogs.com here with the Puck Dogs. Rod and Chris, we're just talking about how there's no sports, and Rod was talking about how the Leafs were on a losing streak, but at the same time, a postseason losing streak, but at the same time, they actually haven't lost a game in 5 days or so. So Houston Rockets haven't screwed us out of a parlay in almost a week.
They'll find a way.
They will find a way, man. Nature always finds a way. But, yeah, NFL free agency is kicking in, so we do actually have something to talk about today. The NBA is saying possibly mid-June. I was hoping about a month earlier than that, personally. But, boy, if we could get some dates in, and some estimates. Vegas shutting down. These are all big stories, and all things we can talk about today. I think the first thing that we talk about is Vegas shutting down. And I think it only makes sense, right? I mean, not only is Vegas shutting down, I mean, the public restrooms in Maui have shut down. It's like it's everything is shutting down. And this is going to be bad, It's like maybe we thought all the bad news was out, but maybe there's still some yet to come. I don't think on the health side, there's more bad news to come. I think there's only good news on that side about the recovery, about a cure, about some modification to Tamiflu or something that's gonna fix this thing. And I think that would probably speed up the whole process, as well. While people are talking about this quarantine and all this other stuff, a lot of this stuff could go out the window if they say, hey, here's an easy fix, just drink a cup of salt water, right? I don't think it's going to be that easy, but it could, you never know, you never know until you try.
If you get a tickly throat, gargle with the salt water.
Yeah, Rod, I think maybe it could be eating 5 garden snails. Who knows? But who's going to be that one that's going to go out and eat the 5 garden snails?
But that's what I read. It starts as a tickly throat. This virus, it starts as a tickly throat, and you can kill it if you gargle it up with salt.
I always have like a tickly throat because I don't have a uvula, so like I always have that, in general.
Oh.
I got no uvula.
No dangly bits.
No, I got no uvula.
That's the first time uvula has been mentioned on a.
I had my uvula surgically removed. My uvula and my tonsils.
Do they have to put you out for that?
Oh, God. God, yeah. I was out for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I was out for 3. They removed my uvula and my tonsils. I used to snore. And what they found out is that I had a mild case of sleep apnea. I went to a sleep testing center, and I had a mild case of sleep apnea, and I had heart attacks run in my family. And so does sleep apnea, runs in, is absolutely hereditary. This was around the time when Reggie White died of a heart attack. And I went to the doctor, and I snored really bad, and I went to a sleep clinic. And I got to say, I couldn't even sleep at the sleep clinic. They had me so wired up with all this stuff and all this. It was like, how in the hell could you even possibly sleep with all this stuff on? So they were like, you have to sleep with a CPAP machine. And I was like, I can't do it. I know a lot of people do it. But as opposed to doing the CPAP machine, I had the surgery, which has like a 25% success rate, a 35% success rate, and they take your tonsils out, which I know when you're like 2 years old probably doesn't hurt that much, but trust me, in your mid-30s, you hate life. And at the same time, they removed the uvula because snoring is caused by the uvula just vibrating against the inside of the thing. So I don't snore anymore, but I don't have a uvula anymore either. But that's about it. Speaking of $300 million in career earnings, I mean, when you think $300 million, right? $300 million. Ryan Tannehill has made including this contract, $300 million. Ryan Tannehill. He's won 4 games in his career.
Why do I have a feeling he's going to have a flop year?
Well, because he's had most of those throughout his entire NFL career. I mean, I don't know.
Or he's injured. It's either flop year or injury coming. It just seems to go hand in hand with him. And yeah, I signed a big contract. Flop.
I don't know, man. I think it's. I think it's. I think it's a lot of money for Ryan Tannehill. Another guy, Kirk Cousins, right? So he signed for $66 million for 2 years, basically guaranteed money. If he gets cut, he gets $61 million. I don't know how he's going to make ends meet on that. $61 million.
That extra $5 million.
$61 million.
Teams haven't learned yet. He can't win the big game. Get rid of the guy. He plays bad against. He plays good against the bad teams.
Yeah. Well, we saw him beat the Saints in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, he had one. His first big win.
Hey, you got to crack the seal somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
So
maybe we could do this year.
Calais Campbell, one of my favorite players, right? Guy that I talk about all the time in when we're down to football. Calais Campbell has been traded to the Ravens of all teams. I mean, you trade a guy that blows up game plans, basically an upgrade over Suggs at this point. Is really what he is.
A great pick up Baltimore.
You know,
great the Ravens.
But that is what the Ravens do, right? Calais Campbell in the fold there. Some other NFL news, and this is the time to really watch what's going on in the NFL, because eventually what happens is there's this big storm right now. There's the NFL draft, and then the Patriots sign some guy that's some veteran that is good. Right? It's like this happens every single year, right? They did it to us with Chad Brown when he was linebacker with the Steelers. They did it with Corey Dillon. They've done it, right? I mean, how many times have they done this to us, right? Where all of a sudden they pick up some guy that everyone knows is good. He's still got some tread left on the tires. And so this is where we got to be on Patriots watch, because this is where they always slide that guy in, right? Slide him in. So we'll know, I guess, what is it, next Monday they have to sign, or is it this Monday?
I thought it was today.
Today. So today's the day you got to re-sign. So they use the tag on Dak Prescott now. All the news is coming out right now. Dak Prescott has been tagged with the franchise tag in Dallas. Like I said on yesterday's show, I kind of like Tom Brady in Dallas. I kind of thought that was a good place for him. I don't know if Dak Prescott is the answer. I liked the draft choice at the time only because Steve Monahan, who of course isn't here so we can talk about him, loved Connor Cook with that pick, which didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I was like, Dak Prescott is the guy, for the Cowboys in that spot. Because the Cowboys line at that point was kind of hurting, and Dak was a little bit more mobile and sturdy, I thought. And Tony Romo, was getting knocked around a lot. So I thought that Dak Prescott was a much better fit than Connor Cook at that draft choice. And they ended up taking him. It was like, holy crap, maybe someone listens to me. Yeah, we all got the same issues here. I mean, we're not going to complain about the situation, man. It's like we're not going to sit here and talk about how bored we are and, how all this stuff. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know the half of it that's going on behind the scenes. Imagine how much money CBS Sports lost. I mean, they're a $9 billion company, but imagine guys like us that are number one in college basketball running against CBS Sports and what today would have been. They would have released the brackets last night. We would have, we would have already had our articles up, and we would have been. It would have been it's our biggest traffic day of the year, So, while we feel sorry that people can't bet on stuff, we're certainly not going to sit here and whine in our sorrow. That's just not what we do. It's not what we're about. It's not what the show's about. It's not what we've ever been about. I hate when people post the losing ticket and whine. I always delete it, right? And it's like, it's just not what we do. We're going to look forward, man, and we're going to figure this out together. This is all about navigating the course and figuring it out together, not sitting here and crying. It's like, because that doesn't help anybody. We're solution oriented. I mean, before the show, I was going over with Chris, like, how should I reach out to all the guys and figure out how we're going to navigate this? Because it's like, I'm not going to let anybody twist. I'm not going to, I can't put myself out on the street, but we're going to figure it out together. We're all going to push our limits, man. We're going to go beyond what we thought we could do. And that's really what this is. It's like, we're going to be tested, and, we're not going to sit here and wallow. We're not going to go into I'm not going to go into a shell, and everything. I know there's a lot of uncertainty here, There's a lot of uncertainty. And it's like, it is what it is, man. We'll figure it out, right? Believe me, with every tragedy, man, comes innovation, man. It does. If you look at like World War II and the stuff that came out of that, it's like Vietnam War, all these crappy things, right? Look at the things that came out of that, like the positive inventions that came out of all these things. It's crazy, right? You can look at any of them, and this will be no different, We're going to find a few of them, and some other people are going to find some other ones. But altogether, it's going to be better in the end. And I think, what we don't want, what we don't want is some of the things that we don't like, sticking. And that's usually when companies find out, when the other guys, the big guys with the stockholders, right? When those guys figure out cheaper, more efficient ways to do things, that's usually bad for everybody else, right? It's like, this is what happened when they went to the, you used to call to get an airline ticket and someone would answer the phone, right? Now it's like, press 5, press 8. Sounded like you said Chuck Woo. Sounded like you said Pete Schmidt. Sounded like you said, it's like, I mean, you can't even get a receptionist anymore. You call you call your dentist, you can't even get a live person to answer the phone. It's like, that's what we don't want to happen here. But I believe there'll be some of that too. We could virtually do this. We can virtually do this. Yeah, it sucks, man. I hate virtual. It's like, I want help. It's like, when I need help, I need help. Anyways, what are you guys up to, Chris? What's the word in Canada today? I know that the Prime Minister's wife has the corona. Is she showing symptoms, or is she just has it?
Yeah, she went to the UK and then she was showing mild symptoms, but apparently she's going to be okay. So, but I know it's been quiet around here. Everything's starting to sort of, the gravity of everything is starting to sink in a little bit. It's still life as usual, though. I've got to take my dog to the vet at 12:30 and hope that surgery in a couple weeks is still on. But other than that, it's just like, you live day by day, and that's what we're starting to have to come to grips with around here. Is that everything's just a one day at a time process. You find out the next day if everything's still going as planned, or if there's a change you have to adapt to, and it's part of life.
Leave it to the Miami Dolphins to have some sensitivity during this time. They're asking me if I'd like to move my seats. Thanks, guys. I'm serious. They hope you and your family are safe among the COVID-19. Just wanted to check in and provide a few updates on relocation. I'm aware your Dolphin seats are probably not the first thing on your mind right now. We plan online-only relocation in early April as we gear up for 2020. As your rep, I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your membership this season. So if you were to move seats, where would you look to move? Thank you and stay safe. Let me know if you need anything in the meantime! Exclamation point. Best, Kathleen Lee. Miami Dolphins. Hard Rock Stadium, 347 Don Shula Drive. Maybe we should call her. Well, maybe tomorrow's show. I'm looking to move my seats.
Guest appearance from Kathleen Lee.
I guess they're not having select a seat day over at Hard Rock Stadium this year. Rod, what's up in northern Canada?
Not a whole lot. We're just finally still digging out from the blizzard. And a lot of people around here now. We got limits. They canceled all this stuff. You can't go watch the hockey. You can. They set up cameras in the arena to watching the little kids play hockey. So now parents, you can drop your kid off. You can go in and play hockey, and you can watch it from your phone on an app. There's like a little website app so you can watch your kid play hockey in the arena without actually being in the arena. And I was like, what? I think that's a little overboard to me because nobody around here has it. It's like, but I see this guy going, what the heck?
So they're saying that spread knowledge is on a heater in soccer.
Soccer.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't follow it, so I'm not really sure. Unfortunately.
I'm gonna see if I can watch these Russian hockey games in about 15 minutes. VHL playoffs. Russian playoff hockey.
Just not sure I'm ready to dip into these other sports yet. Just not ready.
Don't bet crazy on these other sports. That's all I'm saying. Definitely don't bet your house.
Yeah.
It's like, and I wouldn't bet what I normally bet either. You got lower it a little bit. Like, don't be betting full 3 units on bars, Kazan, and Russian hockey. Even though I do think they sweep them today.
Mexican soccer is canceled. Looks like the Dow Jones Industrial Average has bounced back 1,000 points off its lows. For those of you playing at home, some serious volatility there. Usually, when you have big swings like this, the market is finding a bottom. I don't think anyone's convinced. So, another thing that's happening here in Maui is a lot of people are leaving. You know, a lot of people canceled their trips to Maui, and now a lot of people are leaving. So, I played 36 holes yesterday. Emptier golf courses. I'm imagining they're only going to get emptier as we go. I've been bidding international basketball games. I bid a game yesterday. The team was minus 1,100, 14-point favorite, and lost. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens when you start betting sports that you don't know. I don't know. These shows they're going to get rough. I know that. You know, it's like I understand everyone's in a tough spot, but like I said, you know, we're just going to keep busy and we're going to do a lot of things behind the scenes that we've been wanting to do. Some of it I can't really talk about because our competitors will copy it before we even do it, you know, because that's what they do. They find out what we're doing and then they copy it. I don't think they do such a great job at it, to be honest with you. That's why no one watches their shows or listens to their podcasts or reads their websites, but they'll sure as hell copy it. It's like, and then wonder why our show works. I don't know. Maybe because we address you guys by your first name and talk to you like your people, as opposed to talking at you. I don't know, man. I think we should wear some blazers, man. Some like 1995, wear brown blazers and mock turtlenecks, smoke cigars. Gee, that works really well. It's a really good. Awesome. Yep.
And
Of course,
make the people
yeah.
they just got beamed in.
We're certainly not a news show. You know, like someone's asking if we heard about the hotels closing in Vegas. Well, someone posted it in the Facebook group, so you guys know if someone posted it in the Facebook group, then I know about it because I read the Facebook group. I don't post every single day or comment on every single post, but I certainly am involved in the Facebook group. And it's like someone posted it in there yesterday, right when it happened. So we all knew right about it, and that is how I found out about it. I know that it was on ESPN and other places like that, but I found out about it through the Facebook group because I was on the golf course and I checked in the Facebook group while I'm on the golf course every day. So yeah, we know that it's the Wynn and MGM are closed, right? I don't know if Caesars joined in as well.
As far as I know, it's just Wynn and MGM.
So yeah. Caesar's trying to capitalize on it.
Well, yeah, I'd be the same. Well, you guys close. Yeah, you close. We'll stay open.
No one. Yeah, it's at a certain point it has to be a loss, right? Because just the amount of electricity and the staff and everything there. I mean, it's not free to run the casino. That's for damn sure.
30 staff to one guy,
and the locals don't exactly flock to the Caesars properties.
No, probably not.
No, they don't. They absolutely don't. I can tell you for a fact they don't. Most of the people you see at Caesars properties are tourists, and I believe the occupancy rate last week was 20%. I think it's going to drop even lower than that.
Even lower than that, yeah.
It rained last night. We were supposed to get like monsoon rains here, but we got like a drizzle last night, and that was it. As far as rain goes in Hawaii.
People I know in Vegas are just golfing. Yeah. Like, I'm just going to keep golfing while I can.
So what I'm doing, I got changed out. I went on eBay, got a new shaft for my hybrid. Going to give it a shot. And going to change out to a Tour AD shaft, and I'm also going to try out some cavity back irons, the Ping I210s. So we'll do Ping I210 versus the Blueprint comparison. Maybe I'll do it out on the golf course. Maybe I'll bring my video camera and shoot it. But actually, I am doing a lot of things behind the scenes for stuff that we're going to be doing at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. I'll have a lot more news on it. You guys know I generally don't like to announce things until we do it because our competitors will do it. Not that they're going to do it as good as we do, or half as good as we do, or anything like that. It's good, I love it when they blame me for it. It's like our show sucks and it's Mitch's fault. It's like, yeah, right, man. No, your show sucks. It's Mitch's fault. It's all Mitch's fault. Oh, man. All right, let's go through some of the audience comments here while we got time. While we have time. While we come up for air. Yep, it's like you said, we're not going to sit here and cry. Cure was found in Italy?
I haven't heard that.
I have not heard that, but that would be awesome. Word spreads slow sometimes. I'm on my in-laws with no sports. Oof. Yikes. See? Life could always be worse, man. Yeah, days without sports do suck, man. And I say the same thing during the Major League Baseball All-Star break, right? I say the exact same thing. Hey, I got to, now that we kind of go back and we see where we're at, did the All-Star break for the NBA seem even more senseless than it did at the time when I was complaining about it? I mean, I'm like, it's like, this is a big waste, right? And here we are. Could have had that one back. Yep, that's what this show is all about, man. We're just all here together. I don't know what to bet on. Yeah, I think for me, I don't know what to bet on either. You could bet on the Democratic debate. Is that what it was?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody was. I seen some guys betting on Democratic debate. There was a bet as how many times are they going to say the corona? I think it was over 16 and a half, and that hit like right away. They hit over 20 times or something. They said corona.
Hey, here's an idea, Rod. Here's an idea, Chris. This is the same as the people that post the tickets after the game is over. We can predict, like when they show, like we can find out the schedule of the replay games that they're showing, and we can give out picks on those games.
I'm down.
Look, they're rewriting the Raptors.
I think we might have some games we can win here. Kind of liking this strategy. I need a 10-team parlay lock. No problemo. I got you right here. I'll even throw in some prop bets. Yeah, I watched. I went on HBO on demand yesterday and watched Rodney Dangerfield's Easy Money.
Nice.
Turkish.
Somebody's question on a black squirrel. I fed a black squirrel. He came up. He wanted something, right? All I had was cookies. We were having a picnic, and this cookie was probably about this big giant cookie. So I gave it to the squirrel. It's got to be 10 times bigger than he was, and he grabbed the whole cookie. He went up the tree, and the cookie was too top heavy. He did like 4 flips. Headed back down the tree, and I'm like, "Oh man, I'm going to kill this squirrel."
I just found a question that I care nothing about. Here's one. Here's a question I care nothing, absolutely nothing about. How about this? I don't care. How about this? I don't care. And in case you didn't realize it, I double don't care. Poor Disney. It's like yeah, home of the $14 chicken nuggets. Yeah, I feel really sorry for them. It's like, anyone been to Disney recently, man? Enjoy that $17 bottle of water. It's like, oh man, I feel really bad for them. I'm back looking for work without sports, but moved forward until the game. I'm back looking for work without sports. I don't know what that is.
He's looking for work. He can't bet on sports, so I guess he was
getting
money off betting.
The JOB.
Oh yeah.
I don't even think there's going to be too many of those around, right? Because there will be light. I agree with you, man. I totally agree with this, man. Life is going to go on. We're probably going to catch some breaks in here, is my guess, too. Is that there's probably going to be some breaks that we're going to get that we wouldn't have gotten. Yeah.
They're saying they may have found a cure in Australia.
We're going to get all these rumors.
Yeah, but you know what? I honestly believe that we're going to have a cure, and it's going to happen this week. I would bet on. There's too many smart people out there.
Yep.
They're saying it's an anti-malarial drug, and then there's an HIV suppressing combination.
Whatever it takes, man. Like I said, Rod Zawacki has volunteered to eat 5 garden snails to see if that works.
Yep.
It's protein.
The Canucks.
You've already done the Canucks dance. What's 5 garden snails?
Yeah, I like escargot. Come on, those things are good.
God.
Fry them up with a little garlic butter.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I've checked out officially. I'm done.
I would eat them raw if I had to. If sports came back, if I eat 5 garden snails and sports come back, all right, sign me up.
We know about the Vegas hotels, but we have to question Caesars, man. Any lines on local surfing? Surfing is canceled. The World Surf League canceled as well. Not raining in Hawaii. It was. Now it's not. Yeah, our show. I think our show works. Also, I think the reason why our show works and the other shows work. So if any of those other guys are watching and they want to know why our show works, well, it's because your show sucks. Okay, that's why. That's why our show works and yours doesn't. Because ours is good and yours sucks. No reaction? Come on. No, the reason why ours works is because we're honest. We're not talking at you. We're part of a community, and that's what we've said from day one, is that we fully understand social media. Well, these guys are using social media as an advertising vehicle. And we use social media to be social with you guys. And that's really what it's all about. This is not that difficult. What's the first word in social media? It's not advertising. I'll tell you that much. It's not crappy ad. It's not in your face coupons. It's social. I mean, how freaking hard is this? It's like it always stuns me when I see people just blasting ads across social media. It's like that's for other stuff. That's for the emails that you buy, or something, or however else you use your marketing, right? You guys ever get these emails from these people? Like, who the hell is this? It's like trying to sell you pics. I get it all the time. I get people calling me to sell me pics. It's like I ordered a magazine from the Vegas bookstore, like whatever. There's like Gambler's Bookstore. I ordered magazines. They like sold my number to like some pic selling place. I'm always like, I'll bet, and it's like you guys don't even want to know what I bet. What I tell them I bet. It was like real bad. I can't even say it on the air. What I tell them I bet on. I'll bet ya.
And they always call from a private number or something, and this number never comes up. And it's like, what the heck? Who's this? So I said hello.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm so and so from the and I'm like, really?
I don't know why you would go to Vegas either. Draw all the way. I used to hit a low draw, but I've been hitting a really high draw since I switched to the recoil shafts. It's almost too high, to be honest with you. I play a draw though, all the way. It's the best time to take vacation. Yeah, I know. It's like I just miss doing the videos, and actually, what I'm doing in the meantime is coming up with a way that I can do even more videos for when we're ready to go again. I actually have a system that I tested yesterday, and it works. It's like it's one of those things like, oh, I'm going to test this out. I'm going to figure out this whole thing. And it's like, I try something, it works. It's like, shit, what am I going to do now? I was like all excited. I'm like, I'm going to try these different things and whatever. It's like, I swear, within the first, it took literally 38 seconds. I mean, that's how long it took. 38 seconds. It was like, oh, that worked. There are a lot of great sports betting shows. I don't think so. I don't agree with you. I think there's a lot of really bad ones. I don't think there are many that are like this one. I have not taken a true vacation since 2007. Even if I went on vacation now, I still wouldn't be a true vacation. I'm still working. It's snowing in Minneapolis. Second Division, Barani. How about doing horse racing? I don't think there's the audience for it.
And the problem is that by the time you look at the information of what to bet, if you haven't capped that whole card before you go live on what you're trying to tell people that this is what your picks are for this, they can never get them in time in the U.S. ever. It's I don't know if there's a way to do it, that they have a site for people in the U.S. to bet.
Sports are canceled.
Right away.
What's the point of this stream, Chris? That's exactly what I say. I have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea. I don't think we have. Do we have? When's the last time we had a point? That's a good question. Damn. He's on to us.
The jig is up.
The jig is up. On to me.
The jig is up. They finally found us.
The jig is up. Wow. That was cold.
Like everybody disperse and we all just run away from our cameras. And then you hear in the distance, shit, I forgot to shut the stream off.
The reason why this guy is here is to promote himself. We know that. It's okay. Yeah, I haven't played online poker in a while either, to be honest. Yeah, horse racing is still going. I hate that game. The game where they called the pass interference 10 minutes after the game was over. Is that the one? It was clearly not pass interference. Oh, man. Our YouTube ratings are just dying. Just dying. What can you do? Right? Anyways, I think that we've done the best we can do here today. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we have some really good news. Wow, 6 thumbs down. Someone's a piece of shit out there. Wow, man. Yeah, this shit is boring as hell. Yeah, so you can leave. You know? No one has to. No one's forcing you to stay here. I get it. Anyways, thanks to everyone who's joined us. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we have some more updates for everybody as far as what's going on.
In 19 minutes, we'll know if Brady's staying in New England. 19 minutes is the deadline.
19 minutes.
He hasn't signed with. If we have, that's the cutoff. If 19 minutes is the deadline. If he hasn't signed with New England, he's on the free agent market.
Oh, is that what it is? Noon Eastern time?
Yep. Noon Eastern time, yeah. it's down to two. I think it's the Bucks or the Patriots. Either he stays or he goes. And if he goes, I think he's going to become a Buck. Because we know he's not going to Tennessee. Tennessee just forked all their money to Tannehill. He ain't going to Vegas. That's been opted out. He ain't going to Dallas. That's toast.
Oh, well. Got nothing more to talk about. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Oof, getting rough.